So, good morning. Very echoey in here. I'm in the tunnel. I apologise for the quality of the video last week. I had it on the wrong setting. Shit. Echo. So yes, I'm going on a big walk today. I've had a crap week at work. So I'm going out all day on a hike. So I'm going to tell you the story. Where have I gone? Piggy boo! So I'm going to tell you all the story about a time when I stayed at a place called Kirkstone Pass Inn. It's a very haunted inn. And it... fucking beep beep. Our police car sound like a fucking spaceship. Ugh. I've just fell in a ditch. I'll get to the point. So we stayed at a place called Kirkstone Pass Inn. It's a very haunted inn, and I'm going to tell you all about it on this walk that I'm doing today. So grab yourself a pint and some snacks. Put on your fire. Sit down next to it. Let me tell you a story. A spooky story. At an altitude of 1,500 foot is the Kirkstone Pass Inn, the third highest inn in England. A former coaching inn, it has welcomed travellers for over 500 years, and records for the building go back to 1496 when it belonged to a local monastery. This medieval building was extended in the early 19th century to create a coach house. We went up there about 2001, 2003, and back then there was only 4 bedrooms, and we went twice. Both times pretty eventful. There was only 4 rooms then. I believe there's 5 rooms now and a bunkhouse. And we stayed in room 3 the first time. Anyway, we weren't told it was haunted because we didn't know anything about the history of the place back then. We just found it on our way to Ambleside. Had some food, had some beers, went back to the room. We couldn't watch any television because there was no signal or anything. There was no TV to watch. We had videos, you could watch videos. I had a video player, but... So, I had a shower, went to bed, woke up around about 3 or 4 in the morning. When I mention this to people, they go, oh, aye, boy. But it's not what you... It's not. But anyway, I woke up at that time to hear grunting and heavy breathing. Now I froze because as soon as I woke up and listened, it was in the bedroom. It was in the room with us, and I was fucking shitting myself. So I'm lying there for literally ages just listening to these, and it was walking around the bed. It was walking around the room. It was grunting and growling. It sounded like a bloke. And then I heard it go into the bathroom because the door had a squeak, and I heard the door squeak open, and I thought, there's a fucking man in my bedroom. And then I heard like clanking in the sink, like rattling as if things were being thrown around in there. And then it went quiet. And I still lay there for hours, sweating. And I just lay there, and I peeked an eye out under there because I was under the covers, and I peeked an eye out, and I'm looking around the room, and there's nobody there. I can't see anything. I can't see any movement. I can't see any shadows, and I think I just lay there for ages, just staring into the darkness, just waiting for something to happen. I couldn't hear anything else after that. And then I fell back to sleep. I don't know how. I fell back to sleep. I probably slipped into a state of unconsciousness with fear. But I fell back to sleep. And when I woke up the next morning and sat bolt upright, I thought, right, I'm going to check the door. So I checked the door. The door hadn't been tampered with. The door was locked as normal. It was locked on the inside. Went round the room, and I thought, I must have been fucking dreaming. I must have had a really bad nightmare and had just been dreaming. And then I went into the bathroom, and then I looked in the sink, and the toothbrushes were all in the sink. There was toothpaste lying around, there was soap scattered all over the place, there was shampoos scattered all over the bath, and I was shitting. Anyway, got dressed, went downstairs for breakfast, and I'm eating me brekkie, and there's like a guest book. So I thought, oh, I'll have a flick through this while I'm having some food in a cuppa. And starts going through the guest book, and all of the comments about room 3 was, someone was in my room, somebody came in my room, there was grunting in my bedroom, I heard a man in the bedroom, and these were all different comments. And I thought, fucking hell. So I grabbed the bloke who was working there, and I told him about my experience, and he went, oh yeah, we're in room 3, yeah, we know all about room 3. Cheers mate, you could have fucking told me. I need a pint. The bar area in Kirkstone Pass Inn is just like a proper pub that you would see in American Werewolf in London. My thoughts exactly. So the second time we stayed there, it was around about 2002, 2003. And we packed up the car, we took cameras and everything, video recorders. We didn't tell them we were coming up. We didn't book any rooms or anything. So we were really fortunate when we got there. So anyway, we got there. It was really quiet. We had some food and a couple of drinks, and we got talking to the lady who was there behind the bar. Told her about what was happening last time at room 3 and asked if we could stay again. And she said, yeah, no bother. In fact, nobody's staying this time. There's 4 rooms that are empty. So if you want to try and catch some ghosts, go right ahead. They were incredibly hospitable. They were really fantastic. So we had the run of the rooms upstairs. We weren't allowed down in the bar area for obvious reasons. That was locked off. But there was an emergency exit out the back if we needed to get out. And we had the keys to rooms 1, 2, 3 and 4. They also said that in rooms 1 and 2, people could hear the sounds of furniture moving around. So I thought, well, that would be a good place. We'll set the cameras up in 3 and then see what we want to do with rooms 1 and 2. Just give us a second. Have you got your ball? Have you got your ball? Oh, good. Okay. So we set up our cameras and we pretty much stayed up all night. And we heard, like they said, if we went into room 3, we heard furniture being moved around in rooms 1 and 2. And then when we were going through rooms 1 and 2, we would hear knocking and banging in room 3. For some unknown reason, nothing would happen in room 4. Room 4 was just nothing at all. Now, bear in mind, we had the keys to those rooms, so nothing was moved out of place either. There was one room which was out through the back. Now, today, that's actually been turned into room 5. That's a lovely 4-poster bedroom now. And when they were actually doing that up, when we went round there the second time round, they took us into that room and it was a mess. The walls were stripped off, everything, because they were actually doing it up at the time to make it into another bedroom. And one of the young lads who worked there took a picture. He heard something in that room rustling around while he was in there, and when he turned around, he swore he saw somebody standing by the window. And when he took a photograph, there was a ghost standing by the window, and it was in the local newspaper for Ambleside at that time. It's bloody hard to try and find it. I don't know why, but I'll give it a go. So after a lot of to and fro in between 4 rooms, we were starting to get really tired because the sun was starting to come up. It was getting about 4 in the morning, and we didn't hear any grunts or noises like that from room 3, but we did catch a couple of orbs. I don't like orbs. Orbs are shit. Orbs are dust or insects. That's all I think they are. But we did get a lot of dragon noises coming from the rooms 1 and 2. A lot of furniture movement. Nothing from room 4. So yeah, that's twice we stayed there and twice we had activity. It was really good. I love Kirkstone Pass, and like I say, I'm gutted that it's permanently closed.
All around me are familiar faces.
But I don't think it's going to be closed for long. I think they'll reopen it again. You have to reopen a place like that. You can't keep a place like that shut. It's absolutely beautiful. It really is. It's lush round here, isn't it? Isn't it pretty? Little stream. Pigeons. I need a piss.